Hi, my name's Becky Lodge. I'm the founder of Startup Disruptors. We're an online inclusive community of startups and small business owners based across the UK. And today I'm blessed to welcome the fantastic Olivia Marocco. Hello, my darling. Hello.
Hello.
So Olivia's with me today. She's one of our subscribing VIP members to the Startup Disruptors community. And she runs a fantastic magazine called Brand You Magazine. So I wanted to just spend some time with Olivia to talk about a little bit about her, how she got to where she is now, and a little bit about her magazine. So Olivia,
Yes.
what are your top tips for people when they start a business?
Oh, my top tip. I think community and collaboration for me would be amazing two tips. Collaboration, because you don't have all the skills. You might not have all the skills when you're a startup. So collaborating with other people who have that skill that you need could be a great help. And community networking. I think that's the number one key when you start, is to create your community, and that, I think that's quite an essential part of a startup.
So in terms of how you started, tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to publish this fantastic magazine that's for boutique brands.
Yes. So the magazine was launched in October this year during COVID, but it was an idea that was brewing for quite a little while, but I never really had the right context to put it in place. So my background is actually, I'm a photographer. I've been a photographer for 15 years. I've started as a corporate event photographer, moved on to high-end destination weddings, and got into brand photography about 3 years ago now. And when I did that sort of pivoting into brand photography, that's when I started meeting some amazing business owners, small business owners. And as I was photographing their business and themselves and meeting them and networking, I kind of realized that I've lost it.
I carry on. So it's sort of a gap for this type of provision.
That's right. There was a gap. There was a niche there for small businesses, and that's where the idea of the magazine came up. I was like, why don't I create a magazine that will welcome small business owners, showcase their story, highlight what they're doing and how brilliant they are, and so I decided to create a magazine that would focus primarily on personal brands. Then I sort of introduced the business side and then the lifestyle. So now we've got a magazine that really caters for small business. So such as yourself and myself. It's there to inspire, to motivate, to inform, and to educate, and just to be there as a little companion as we sort of navigate this journey of being a business owner. So that's kind of how it came about.
No, that's amazing. And I was obviously, you were kind enough to invite me to do a feature on finance and startup funding this month. One of the key things that we identified in this article, which was kind of a little bit sad really, was the fact that women find it very difficult to get funding, especially in early stage startup, and the barriers obviously are much greater for women in terms of getting funded at any stage of the business journey. And I think that was some of the things that I think that you can highlight that you do really well in your magazine are some of those issues, not only just for women, but barriers for early stage startups or for people that are micro business owners or solopreneurs when they first start. It's a tough gig. It's really tough. And what I like a lot is the fact that you bring attention to things in a positive way that actually help people to get the knowledge that's needed. Because yes, there's free knowledge, but there's nothing that's really specific and quite niche in the way that you do it. And it's just, it does feel like a really nice read. Certainly for people of a certain age, we like a magazine still. And yeah, I think it's a really great thing to be doing. Have there been any frustrations along the way for you in terms of starting a business, or has it been sort of plain sailing so far?
No, I don't think it's never really plain sailing for anybody, really. Or I'm sure they'd be lying if they said it would be. But You're definitely right. In what I'm trying to achieve with the magazine is definitely a lot of positivity. I saw that there's a lot of magazines out there which are very corporate-y. So they will talk about brand and they will talk about business, but it's corporate. It just, we can't really relate to that as a business, small business owner. Then you've got magazines which will focus a lot on design, but again, brand design for bigger brands, corporate brands. Again, it's not that relatable to us as a small business. And then you've got plenty of magazines about lifestyle, and that's fine. But there was nothing really that really catered for us small businesses that we could really identify with. So so the aim is, yes, is absolutely to bring in positivity, companionship, help, advice, that's in the format that is entertaining and enjoyable. We're bombarded with social media, not social media, but we're bombarded with online courses and memberships and buy this and learn this. And I think it's quite nice to just sometimes switch off from the computer and go back to some kind of basics. Paper, magazine, like you said, we all love the magazine, and I absolutely love having a magazine in my hand. So the issues I'm going through at the moment, it's not so much as a startup, it's not so much is it plain sailing or not. It's got its challenges, and there's a lot of elements that I might not know how to deal with that. So I think my aim is to always go and try and find the right advice that can carry me through any issues that I might find. So at the moment, I'm still in the very creative aspect of the project, and I'm a creative, so I'm enjoying this. And now the next step will really be to launch it and to make it into profitable business.
Yeah, it's you're in the fun place, as I call it.
Yes, in the fun
It's
place.
it is amazing, and you have done so much in such a short period of time. So it's been great to talk to you today, and it always feels really brief, and I wish we had more time. But in terms of the magazine itself and following you and learning more about it, if people are watching, what's the best way to get in contact with you, Olivia? If people either want to be featured or they want to take out some paid sponsorship, how do they get in contact with you?
Okay, so the new website is coming out in 1 month, and it's going to be called brandnewmagazine.co.uk. But in the meanwhile, you can find me on Instagram at brandnew_magazine, or on my photography website, brandnewphotography.com.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been
Yeah.
absolutely delightful to talk to you, and have a great rest of the week, and I'll check in again with you soon. Thanks very much for your help. Bye for
Thanks a
now.
lot.
Bye.
Bye.